We just can't seem to catch a break. The Dallas Mavericks are one day removed from firing Nico Harrison, and a lot of people thought that in tonight's game, the guys would come out with a different sense of energy, come out ready to ball out and finally get a dub after many losses so far in the season. And you would be right, the Dallas Mavericks definitely came out with the right energy. But unfortunately, it just wasn't enough to last, as the problems that we had in tonight's game are the same problems that have been plaguing us all season long. Yes, our defense is good. We got a lot of good stops. The offense, still non-existent. We're missing layups. We're in transition and failing to score. Yes, we get stops, but we do not capitalize on those defensive stops. And in my video yesterday going over the news that Nico Harrison has been fired, I did start off the video by saying that just because Nico's gone does not mean we're going to win more games. Does not mean the coaches will coach better. It does mean the players will play better. So in this video, we're going to take a look at tonight's game, see what went wrong, and try to find out what went right. And as always, who stood on business. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 22,732 subscribers. We are growing by the day. And if you want to be a part of the greatest community in this Maverick space, make sure you subscribe. We're dropping videos every single day, and you don't want to miss out. But the Dallas Mavericks are one day removed from firing Nico Harrison, and a lot of people thought this would change everything. We're going to be playing better. Coaches will coach better. We'll win more games. It starts today. And a lot of people believe that. Obviously, the Dallas Mavericks are coming in with a new sense of energy with these games, as fans are going to be booing less. There was a report that came out earlier today highlighting how the Dallas Mavericks actually preferred playing on the road because home games felt way more hostile than away games. But now that Nico's fired, we have no excuses. The problems that have been plaguing us all season long still persist today. And in tonight's game against the Phoenix Suns, yes, we started out with the right energy. The offense looked good. It seems like our starting five is a very good starting five. But unfortunately, we just couldn't really hold on to that same energy, as we ended the first quarter only down by 2. No problem. We could try to get it back. And then the second quarter came, and we just could not figure anything out. The offense was not able to convert anything from our defensive stops. We were unable to create any type of offense whatsoever. But the third quarter, we tried to come out of halftime, trying to fix things, and nothing really. We started the third quarter off pretty bad. A lot of just silly fouls. I mean, PJ Washington was gone for the majority of the game. He only played 6 minutes, as he left the game with an injury. So we really had that next man up mentality, as PJ Washington has honestly been a key member of this team all season long, as a real reason why we've been close and trying to hang in most games. So without PJ Washington's defense and scoring, I mean, it was definitely felt, but other guys stepped up. Brandon Williams stepped up. Klay Thompson had a big game. Obviously, Cooper Flagg, a decent game from Cooper Flagg. But the Dallas Mavericks definitely tried to make their famous fake comebacks in the fourth quarter. It got down to the wire. It just wasn't enough. We made too many mistakes on the offensive end, although the defense was actually pretty solid all game long. But if we want to take a look at the box score from tonight's game, Daniel Gafford, who is still on a minutes restriction, had 15 points, 9 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Definitely came alive in the second half, brought a lot of energy, a lot of aggressiveness, definitely on the defensive end as well as on the offensive end. Shout out to Daniel Gafford. He is slowly but surely getting back to his final form. But like I said, PJ Washington, he only played 5 minutes, as he did leave the game with a shoulder injury. Had 6 points and 1 steal as well as 1 block. Cooper Flagg, not the best game, not the worst game. Had 16 points. He had 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. Cooper Flagg always stuffs the stat sheet. Always able to do a little bit of everything. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And Brandon Williams, who again continues to shine as a starter for this team and just shines overall as a Dallas Maverick, had 17 points. He had 5 rebounds, 9 assists, as well as 3 steals, 7 of 13 from the floor, 0 of 3 from 3, but was 3 of 3 from the free throw line. And Brandon Williams needs to be our starting point guard. I know I was on D-Lo Island. I thought D'Angelo Russell had the ice in his veins and that he could actually be an asset for the Dallas Mavericks. And unfortunately, it's starting to look like D'Angelo Russell may be a combination of Tim Hardaway Jr. and Spencer Dinwiddie, where it's very inconsistent. He's not making the right play at the right time. Sure, he'll take a shot, a very ill-advised shot, a horrible shot selection, way too far from the three-point line. It just doesn't make sense when he could obviously set somebody up. Not really impressed by what I've been seeing from D'Lo lately, but Brandon Williams has been absolutely amazing. Deserves all the minutes as well as a starting role moving forward for sure. But if we continue with the box score, Max Christie as well, staying consistent for the Mavericks as a scoring punch, had 12 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists as well, with 1 block, shooting 4 of 9 from the floor and 3 of 6 from 3. And off the bench, we had 2 glorious minutes from Dwight Powell, and he provided 1 rebound. Caleb Martin in 7 minutes had 1 rebound and 3 assists. Najee Marshall off the bench, a pretty solid game from Najee, had 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Moussa Cisse. There's a lot of things I can say about Big Moose, but Big Moose only had 4 points, but he had 9 rebounds and 4 blocks, was 2 of 2 from the floor, and he wasn't really able to get to the line. There was a lot of mistakes. He did foul out in tonight's game, but Moussa Cisse looks really good. Now, obviously, we have Gafford, Derrick Lively, and Anthony Davis are hurt right now, so Moussa Cisse is getting some extended minutes, more minutes than Dwight Powell, but there's something there with Moussa Cisse. He is providing a lot of energy. He's doing everything. He never gives up on a play, going up for block after block after block. He's very mobile. He's fast. Moussa Cisse needs to stay on this team, just like our other two-way guys where Ryan Nembhard hasn't really been getting minutes. I'm not sure where Miles Kelly's been, but we do have good two-way players, and Moussa Cisse definitely deserves to stick around a little bit longer than just his current two-way contract. We need to develop him. He's very raw. There's a lot of things that he needs to work on, but his ceiling is definitely up there, and if he could reach that ceiling, he could be amazing for the Dallas Mavericks. I'm loving the defense. I'm loving the hustle and the blocks. I mean, we'll pull it back up. Moussa Cisse had 4 blocks. It was a block party. Absolutely loved what I saw from Moussa Cisse. And just continue with the box score, Klay Thompson had 19 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, was 6 of 17 from the floor, but every one of those made shots was a 3, as he was 6 of 16. A good game from Klay, his best game as far as production-wise. Yes, he made 6 threes. He also missed 10 of them, but I'm not too upset. He was our leading scorer. Definitely hit some big threes when we needed them the most. Shout out to Klay Thompson. Definitely turning things around. Hopefully this is the start of something good for him. Build up a little bit of trade value. But just to round off the box score, D'Angelo Russell, like I said, a disappointing game. Had 5 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And Jaden Hardy had 8 points, 1 rebound. The Dallas Mavericks lose to the Phoenix Suns 123 to 114, and only one player can stand on business. And I thought it would be Klay Thompson, but it's got to be Brandon Williams. I mean, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists with 3 steals. I mean, he also attacked Mark Williams, and it was just amazing what we're seeing from Brandon Williams. He's a smaller guard who plays very much like Kyrie Irving. He plays at a very fast pace, and he gets guys going. In the past few games, I wanted him to pass the ball more. I want to see more assists from Brandon Williams. And tonight, he almost got a double-double. Definitely delivered on what I was hoping to see. But if we take a look right here, like I said, Brandon Williams had 17 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, was a plus 11, which was a team high. The Mavs have found their point guard. Like I said, Brandon Williams deserves to be a starter as he is right now. He's doing a very, very good job, and I can see him continuing to be our starting point guard until Kyrie Irving returns. But a few of the things that we definitely got to take a look at right here. Jason Kidd on Moussa Cisse's play, saying Moussa has been very good for us. With the minutes restrictions on Gaff, the energy he brings to the team spreads quickly in the game. His hustle, his effort, I compare him to Cooper. He competes at a high level and doesn't stop and tries to do all the things to win. Being able to come up with big plays, blocking shots, coming up with offensive rebounds, and giving us second opportunities. Like I said, there's a lot of things that Moussa Cisse does great. There's a lot of things that you see in his game that if he was just more polished. I mean, he does very well for a player who is undrafted and on a two-way contract. Literally just someone who is probably a second thought to the majority of the league, but the Dallas Mavericks saw something there. Just a very raw gem that just needed to be worked on, and if he continues to improve, if we can get him in the gym with Tyson Chandler and our other bigs and just continue to work on him, Moussa Cisse could definitely be a part of this team moving forward. But the last thing that we got to take a look at right here, PJ Washington hasn't returned to the game since he exited and went to the locker room around the 7-minute mark in the first quarter. And like I said, PJ Washington did not return. They labeled it a shoulder sprain. No current timetable, and if you're familiar with the Dallas Mavericks and how they handle injuries, we won't know when he'll come back until the day of. I mean, we still don't know how long it is till Anthony Davis or Derrick Lively are expected to return. So same with PJ Washington, maybe a week or two, but the Dallas Mavericks do take another loss. We are 3-9 to start the season. But guys, remember, it's only 12 games. We have a lot more to go. The Dallas Mavericks have a decision. Do we try to compete or rebuild? We'll see where things go in the next few weeks. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think Brandon Williams stood on business? Or maybe you think Klay Thompson because he was our leading scorer? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. And as always, y'all, take care. Drink water. Peace.